welcome to Bella's Crochet Gifts. I'm Bella. All right, so today is dyeing adventure number 15, and I tried a few new techniques this time, and well, they didn't quite work out how I was hoping, but it was a good learning experience, and I will know more for next time. All right, so first off, I did the low immersion dyeing, and what I did was I got two of the catering steam pans that you can get off of Amazon. If you're interested, I can link it in the description box down below. It is not affiliated link, but if you're interested in what tools I use, that is one of them. So I had two side by side, and one I used Rit dye, and the other one I used tulip tie dyes. So I had 4 skeins in one pan and 4 skeins in the other pan. Excuse me, I have fiber just floating everywhere. So here's a picture of the pans that I had, and let's see. I think it's the right hand side. I will let you know if it's reversed. So I think it's the right hand side. That was the tulip tie-dye, and that had the color Aegean Sea. It had the color blue, which is kind of a navy color, and then what was the third color? Oh, wait, hold on. I have this here for a reason. I used this. Oh, denim. So I used the Aegean Sea right there, the denim right there, and the blue right there. So I used those 3 colors. Like these are the pre-mixed dye powders, and then you just put them in the 4-ounce bottles. So I did that, and so this is how those turned out. And I did the low immersion for I believe it was 20 minutes on one side and then 40 minutes on the other side, or 40 and 40. I can't remember quite off the top of my head. So basically what I did is I did the row at the top, I believe was the Aegean, then we had the jeans, and then the bottom was the navy. And then, so here's all the colors that came out of that pan. And then when I flipped them, so I did that all on one side, and then when I flipped it, I did primarily half of the Aegean Sea, which is more of this almost teal color, and then the other half as the blue, which is the darker color. So I'll let you see one of each. So this is the one that had, because I basically just flipped them over, and then one side I just did half the Aegean Sea and half the blue, and then the other one I did the same as the other side. So it was the Aegean Sea, the jean, and then the blue. So here's how it turned out. It's not as striking as some of the ones I have gotten with just using the tie-dye as on the yarn itself. The low immersion definitely made the colors less vivid. So that was the one that was primarily half and half Aegean. So here's the other one. And you can see some of the darker colors, like right in here and like right in here, but it really washed out the colors quite a bit. And then here's the one that was the the 3 different tones. And here's the one I will open for you. So I probably, unless I'm wanting much lighter colors, I probably will not low immersion dye the cottons with the tulip tie-dye. It just doesn't give me the saturation that I really want. And like, I don't mind the tie-dye ones looking actual tie-dye, you know, where it's like darker spot here, lighter spot, you know, going back and forth with the colors. I don't mind that at all. So I would rather have the darker, more saturated colors, even if it's a little spotty looking. And here's, excuse me, here's the mini I did. And this is 100% bamboo. It really just doesn't take the color as bright. So let's see. Oop, there's a bit of fluff. Yeah, like this is probably some of the darker blue. Right here is probably some of the Aegean, and then the Jean. Yeah, it didn't take it very strongly. And then this was the, I believe, the left side of the pan, and it was Rit dye in 3 colors. So there's the 3 hanks, or 4 hanks, sorry. Excuse me. So what I did with this one was we had the Rit dye in pearl gray, we had the denim blue, and then we had navy blue. Excuse me. And what I did with these was I did the navy blue, the denim in the middle, and then the gray on one side. And then when I flipped them over, I tried doing the gray, the navy blue, and in the middle I tried to do speckles with black I think it was jacquard. I tried to do speckles with the jacquard dry dye. Did not speckle very well. So here we are. We did get some nice colors, but it is not the deep dark blue that I was hoping for. Let's see, here's some of the, where the speckles were. It really did not saturate very well. I think I might have had too much water in there. I think I could have pulled more liquid out before I decided to speckle, because it looked really great, and then I let it sit for a while and they just kind of went spread out. So here's another one. Let's see. Trying to see if a little darker right in there. A little darker right in there. I'll open this one up because it has a little bit more color dimension in it. So here we are. Like, it's definitely fun, but again, not what I was hoping for. Yep, can't even find the speckles. Let's see. This one has a little bit, so we'll do this one last. So here's the other one. A little bit of gray in there. And I used jet black, so it should have been, you know, much darker, But I think I just had too much water in it. I think it was just too high. This definitely could be fun and have a potential to be a good way to dye for me, but definitely not with the, oh, maybe some good speckles there. Maybe not with, or definitely not with the tulip. So we got, here we go. You should see all the little fluffs flying around. So I've got some of the speckles in there. And then thought I saw some more over here. Maybe some in there. I can't tell. Anyways, not quite what I was going for. Oh well, it's still pretty. I like it. Let's see. And then this was my, is this the same? No, this one. I was like, that looks just like the other one I showed you. This is the bamboo with the different colors. And I did try and speckle on it as well. It did okay. It showed up better than some of them. I mean, we've got a lot more of the gray in here. And then some of that looks speckly-ish. More like stripes, but showed up a little. I tried. Okay. So there was that. And then I realized I had about half a bottle of the RIT dye of the denim blue that I'd made up, and I had about half a bottle of the tulip tie-dye. So I did half and half. Here we go. I believe the darker color is the RIT dye, and then the lighter one is the tie-dye. So I was actually pretty happy with this experiment. All the ones that had any tie-dye in them, I let sit for 2 days before I rinsed them out. This one is the only, the RIT dye was the only one I rinsed day of. So here's this one. Everything else I let sit for at least 2 days. Oops, stuck on my ring. Yeah, so the darker is the RIT dye and the lighter is the tie-dye. I'm actually pretty happy with this this color. I think it's pretty fun. Like, I love all the variety of the colors in there. Okay, so there was those. And then, let me just move everything over a little bit. Then I decided I was going to make up some green. So I did 3 different colors of green. Let's see. So I did avocado right there. I did sage right there. And then I did olive green right there. So I did those colors. And you guys, we got some nice greens. Oh my gosh. They turned out so fun. Okay. So here we are. I am extremely happy with how these greens turned out. Okay, so we have, let me get my positioning right. So over here, this is actually the sage. It was the lightest color. In the middle, we have the avocado. And then over here is the olive green. Isn't that fun? I love how it turned out. Oh, that's fun. I just love how it turned out. Oh. Like, I know either a little bit broke or something was, like, I do have some specks of other colors, so it's possible that the tie-dye broke or there was some cross contamination, but I don't think I used any pink or any reds until later. Like, it wasn't part of my, no, I don't think I used any red, so it's possible that the tie-dye, something in there broke a little bit, which gave a little bit of red speckles, which I'm cool with. So there was that. Okay. Do you remember the mulberry silk that turned such a very bright berry pink color? I was like, I'm going to try and over dye this. And if it works, great. If not, oh well. You guys, I used straight navy blue tie-dye over top of the pink. I am obsessed with this color. Oh my gosh, it made it so dynamic. Like, you can still see some of the pinks, some of the tonal variations, but I mean, look at this. Oh, it's such a pretty, pretty color. I'm so happy with it. I'm very glad that I did that. Like, it's, I mean, it's even like a steely blue purple. It is gorgeous in my opinion. I am so happy with how it turned out. Like, I did like the berry color, and like you can still see some right there, but I knew I just wouldn't be as drawn to it as something in the cooler tones, like a purple. So I'm so happy. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty, and it's so soft. Oh, I will hang this back up and probably let it sit out there and smile at you for a while because it's so pretty. Okay. Lastly, okay, I have gone to many Hobby Lobby sales, and I got some, it's called Spinnies. I believe it is, I'm probably going to get this wrong. If I'm wrong, I will put it up here. But I believe it is 75% viscose and 25% polyester. And I bought some in the color white because I was like, I could probably dye that. And so I did, but it didn't turn out how I was expecting to begin with. And so I speckled it. So originally I used more of the Aegean Sea, and all of the green washed out of this yarn. I had the basin that's white. It was all green. Like, it was all the rich tealy green. It just kept washing out and washing out and washing out. None of it stayed in the yarn. So after I was done rinsing it, I speckled it with the jet black from before, the jacquard, and then Rit purple and Rit navy blue powder dye. And this is what came out. I'm so happy. So yeah, it became like robin's egg blue. And I was like, that's not the color I wanted. And so I'm like, it's not going to ruin it if I put speckles on it. So, and I speckled hard. Like here's a picture. There was a lot of dye on there. I was like, I might have made a mistake, but like a bunch of the black came off or just darkened the color. And then you can still see a bunch of the speckles, which I am super excited about because it looked all black. Like it definitely darkened, some bits in here and stuff. So I was like, it's so cool. I will use this. Here's another one. And like there are some spots, like right in here, that got darker. I mean, right there, obviously, it's like practically black. But I'm just like, oh, it's neat. I'm so happy. I didn't know how it was going to take with the dye, with it being polyester does not dye very well because it is a synthetic. And so I was hoping it wouldn't completely resist the dye, even though I think it was only 25%. So, and I will let you see this one. So like right in there, I mean, there's definitely blacks and the navy blue and the purple in there. But I am so happy with how these turned out. And I'm pretty sure I've worked with this before, and I think I really liked it. It is a lighter weight. I think it might be a 2. But like it's got a very nice twist on it. It almost feels like a springy when you're filling it, and with it being like tighter spun, I think it's gonna make something really, really pretty out of it. I might have to do another wearable just because I love the feel, and this yarn just turned out so cool in my opinion. Like, look at that. Look at that. It's so cool. I mean, it's so fun. I am really happy with especially this one, and especially this one. Oh, I could just pet this all day. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go so that I can rehank all my stuff, and I think that's about it for right now. I hope you guys are doing well and having a wonderful day or night or whatever it is. I hope it's wonderful.